That sucks. That didn't work. All right. Well, let's go ahead and start in a wide-legged straddle position. And I'll have you guys start with a round of 50 Kapalabhati breaths and 1 Uddiyana. Begin. When you release from Uddiyana, you might not be there yet. Just come up to a nice seated position with the arms outside of the hips. You can stay in that wide-legged straddle position. And let's begin to open up the shoulders with some shoulder shrugs. So taking the elbows at a 90-degree angle. Inhale, fill and spread the upper back. Shrug shoulders straight up towards the ears, and as you exhale, squeeze upper shoulder blades, mid shoulder blades. Bend the elbows, squeeze lower tips of shoulder blades together. Pull your shoulders down and lift your chin away from the chest. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, fill and spread the upper back. Shrug shoulders straight up towards the ears, and as you exhale, squeeze upper shoulder blades, mid shoulder blades. Bend the elbows, squeeze the lower tips of shoulder blades together. Pull your shoulders down, lift your chin away from the chest. And then just roll out the shoulders a couple times. All right, go ahead and use your hands to guide the legs out in front of you. And then let's come into half shoelace with the left ankle on top. So left ankle's above the knee, the foot's outside of the thigh. And then go ahead and take your fingertips out in line with the shoulders or with the hips. And as you inhale, walk your right fingertips out a little further and release your right ear towards your right shoulder. Now inhale, rise the left arm up, and as you exhale, lean towards your right. And take the left arm up and over the ear. Pull your shoulders down, find a little press down through that lower right palm, and begin to really lift up through the left side of the rib cage. So keeping the left sitting bone rooted, feel the stretch run all the way up the left side of the torso without letting yourself collapse into the right side. So you're pressing down to the right palm to find lift. And let's go ahead and find a twist towards the right. Take left hand down outside of right thigh. And you can take a moment to really reset if you need to, but make sure the left sitting bone doesn't lift. So you want to keep the left sitting bone all the way rooted as you make your way into as deep of a twist as feels comfortable for you. Uddiyana on your next exhale. When you release, you can slowly unravel and extend that left leg out in front of you, and we'll just switch sides. So now the right ankle stacks above the knee, the foot outside of the thigh. You're taking the fingertips outside of the hips, and right away, finding that length in the torso, so sitting up nice and tall. You can walk the left fingertips out a little further. Release the left ear down, and as you inhale, rise your right arm up. Exhale, press down to the left palm, lean towards the left and take that right arm up and over the ear. Pull your shoulders down. Lift up through the right side of the rib cage. So finding that stretch running all the way down the right side of the torso without compressing the left side. So you're still finding that press to the left palm to keep this whole left side area long. Taking the gaze down as you exhale, lower right palm outside of left thigh. And just take a breath to recreate that length and the spaciousness within the torso. As you exhale, soften into your twist. You might try walking the hands out a little further, hooking the elbow into the bottom of the foot. If that lifts the right sitting bone, don't do it. And make sure that you can breathe. So if you're twisting so much that you feel stuck, come out a little deeper. Make sure you have room and space to breathe. And let's take an Uddiyana on our next exhale. And as you release, you can unravel, extend the legs out in front of you, and go ahead and lie on your back for core. Oh, good. A few more of us found it. Sorry about the crappy link this morning, you guys. All right, let's come down onto our backs. So if you're somewhere where you have a wall, it can be a nice little added bonus to position yourself where when you extend the leg out straight, you have just a little bit of the wall to press against. So imagine like me coming up to you in class and taking my hand just beyond the reach of your foot. You want to have the wall in that place so you can press the ball of the foot into my imaginary hand or wall. All right, so let's start with the knees at a 90-degree angle, feet flexed, hands behind your head and neck. Press your lower back down and feel your core turn on. Then inhale, lift, head and shoulders up. Now curl your tailbone up. And as you exhale, extend your right leg forward. Now press into that wall or that imaginary hand. Pull your belly down. Keep shoulder blades lifted. Inhale, back to center. Curl tailbone up. Exhale, left leg extends forward. Press into the ball of the left foot. Lift up to your shoulder blades and then pull belly down. Inhale, back to center. Tailbone lifts. Exhale, right leg forward. Press into the ball of the right foot. Lift up to the shoulder blades. Pull belly down. Inhale, back to center. Tailbone lifts. Exhale, left leg forward. Press into the ball of the left foot. Pull lower belly down, lift your shoulder blades up. Inhale, back to center. Tailbone lifts. Exhale, right leg forward. Press to the foot, lift up to the shoulder blades, pull your lower belly all the way down. Inhale, back to center. Tailbone lifts. Exhale, left leg forward. Press to the ball of the foot, lift up to the shoulder blades, pull your lower belly down. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, lower your head down. Grab your knees, make little circles with the knees, massaging out, lower back. Let's take the legs straight up towards the sky and bend your feet together in a 90-degree angle, flexing the toes. Then use your hands to straddle the legs, so toes out, heels in. And actually, if you have a wall, you can try using the wall for frog lifting through. So for frog lifting through, you would start with your feet in line with the knees if you're using a wall. And you come to that same straddle. So whether you have a wall or not, you can still do the ab exercise. If your feet are touching the wall, they shouldn't leave the wall. If your feet don't have a wall, you can imagine you have a wall, and just when you curl your tailbone up, try not to do that huge rocking motion, okay? It's really subtle. Tiny. Go ahead and clasp your hands again behind your head and neck. Press your lower back down, and as you inhale, lift. Head and shoulders up. Now curl tailbone up. Exhale, reach out through the inner thighs, lift up to the shoulder blades. Pull your lower belly down. Shoulders stay lifted. Big inhale into lower back. Exhale, curl your tailbone up. Lift up to the shoulder blades. Pull lower belly down. 3 more. Big inhale. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Lift up to the shoulder blades. Pull belly down, reaching out to the inner thighs. Shoulder blades lifted. Big inhale. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Reach up to the inner thighs as you lift up to your shoulder blades. Pull your lower belly down. 1 more. Big inhale. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Lift up to the shoulder blades. Reach out to the inner thighs. Little press to those heels. Pull belly down. And lower head and shoulders down. Use your hands to guide the legs together. And then take those legs straight back up towards the sky. You can rotate out the ankles a couple times. Do 1 more round. Rebend the knees at a 90-degree angle. Clasp your hands behind your head and neck. Press your lower back down. Inhale. Lift head and shoulders up. Curl tailbone up. Now this time as you exhale, right leg straight up. Flex the toes, angle big toe in. Let's pulse 3 times. Inwardly spiraling the leg as you stamp the ceiling. Inhale, back to center. Curl tailbone up. Exhale, left leg straight up. Flex toes and pulse. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, back to center. Tailbone lifts. Exhale, right leg up. Flex and pulse. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, back to center. Curl your tailbone up. Exhale, left leg lifts. Flex and pulse. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, back to center. Tailbone lifts. Exhale, right leg up. Flex and pulse. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, back to center. Curl your tailbone up. Exhale, left leg up. Flex and pulse. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, lower your head. Roll onto your side. And gently press yourself up. Let's go ahead and meet in horse. So we're standing with toes out, heels in. So from horse, sorry you guys, I have a few people reaching out to me about getting in. Toes out, heels in horse. Take your hands to the top of the thighs and just gently press your palms the same direction as the bone.
Oh, Kellyanne, I can give you the ID number if you want it.
Oh, I got it. I had the link copied. I went into the real thing. I don't know why it went the wrong way, but thank you, Jennifer. All right, so pressing palms out, same direction as the bone. Let's take a big inhale. Uddiyana on the exhale. And go ahead and stay in horse, but find a more upright position. So you can take one hand to lower belly, one hand to lower back, and just find that place where even if you're lifted slightly a little bit more, your lower back feels nice and long. And you can hold that horse position where you really feel the inner thighs externally rotating, but your lower back isn't arched at all. Now take your arms in line with your shoulders. Try not to cling with the toes. Inhale, flip both palms up, thumbs rotate back, lift up to your chest. Exhale, flip your palms down and around, round. Inhale, flip both palms up, thumbs rotate back, lift up to your chest. Exhale, flip your palms down and around, round. One more, inhale, flip both palms up, thumbs rotate back, lift up to your chest, root down through those sitting bones. Exhale, flip your palms down and around, round through upper back, keep lower belly in. Now inhale, come back to center, hands to the top of the thighs, press your palms away, sit the hips down a little lower, inhale. Uddiyana on the exhale. When you release, you can straighten the legs. Angle both sets of toes in towards the body's center line and make your way into a forward fold. If you have lower back tightness or hamstring tightness, you might just stay tabletop, maybe finding a little wiggle from side to side. If you want to get a little bigger with it, you can call the hands out in front of you and really begin to move around. So finding a little bit of free movement in any way that feels good to you right now. Go ahead and come back to a neutral position. So we're all in that wide-legged straddle position with the hands right underneath the shoulders. We're gonna move through what feel like cat-cows in the torso, but in this wide-legged straddle position. So as you inhale, let your belly drop, scoop your chest forward, shoulders back, tailbone lifts. Exhale, curl pubic bone towards belly button, round, let your head go. Inhale, belly drops. Heart extends forward, shoulders back. Exhale, round through the spine. One more, inhale, tailbone lifts, belly drops, heart extends forward. Exhale, round. Now go ahead and come back to neutral. Inhale. Exhale, Uddiyana. When you release, you can bend the knees as much as you need. Make your way all the way into a forward fold. And just take a few deep breaths there. Inhale, find a halfway lift. As you exhale, walk your palms towards the front of your mat and drop your back knee for a lunge. Back knee lowers, you can rise your arms up, and we'll take 4 or 5 big breaths here in this first lunge. So you can soften through the jaw and the shoulders, and really allow your breath to move you within the pose. Exhale, lower your palms, tuck back toes and step right leg forward to fold. Now halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, release your head, fold in. And then go ahead and rise to stand. Inhale, rise your arms up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. As you exhale, plant your palms, step left leg back, low lunge. Knee lowers, arms rise up. So playing with finding that balance between getting into your flexibility, sinking forward, and also engaging through the legs to keep you safe in the lower back, strong in the legs. Exhale, lower your palms and step back, downward dog. So fingers spread wide, let your head go. Maybe you're finding a little bit of movement in the legs, bending the knees left and right, shaking the hips left and right. All right, my friends, inhale, wave forward into high plank. Our hands are right underneath the shoulders. We're really squeezing the elbows in to keep the upper back and the shoulders turned on. Inhale. As you exhale, drop both knees. Pause, pull chest forward, squeeze elbows in as you slowly lower down to the belly. And slide your thighs back and take your palms way out in front of you. Press into the palms and drag your chest forward for low cobra. Upper back, shoulders are turned on. Neck is in a nice neutral position and you're really dragging your heart forward to turn on the entire upper back, the shoulders, muscles in the chest, the pecs. Exhale, release. Take hands back under shoulders, squeeze the elbows in, and let's take it back, downward dog. Inhale, lift your left leg. Bend your knee, open up your hip with some big, slow hip circles. Straighten left leg, square the hips, inhale, left leg forward, runner's lunge. So now we're just taking a couple breaths with that back knee lifted up on the fingertips or a block. So you're pulling the chest forward and the shoulders back. Exhale, gently drop the knees. You inhale to rise the arms, just a couple breaths. Exhale, drop palms, tuck back toes and step right leg forward to fold. Press down into your feet and rise up to stand. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Plant palms, inhale, left leg back. Runner's lunge, back knee stays lifted. Come onto those fingertips, pull the chest forward, the shoulders back. And again, find that balance. Really reaching forward, feeling that flexibility, the stretch, but not letting yourself just collapse. Mindfully set the left knee down. And then inhale, rise your arms up, low lunge, just a couple breaths. Exhale, lower your palms, step back, downward dog. High plank, inhale, wave forward. Exhale, drop your knees. Pull chest forward, slowly lower down to the belly. Let's do one more low cobra, thighs back, palms way out in front of you. Press into your palms and drag your chest forward. Feel your upper back, your shoulders turned on. Exhale, release, take hands under shoulders and take it back, downward dog. Right leg lifts, inhale. Bend your knee, open up your hip with those big, slow hip circles. Straighten right leg. Square your hips, inhale, right leg forward, runner's lunge. This time, from your runner's lunge, as you exhale, straighten the right leg as much as you can. Fold over your thigh, let the back of the neck stretch. Inhale, back into runner's lunge. Drop back knee, take an easy twist, left hand plants, right arm peels open. Exhale, lower the right palm. Tuck back toes, and like you were coming into standing splits, lift the left leg straight up towards the sky, release your head. Then left foot greets the right, fold. Inhale, find a halfway lift. As you exhale, plant your palms and step. Right leg back, runner's lunge. Inhale, shoulders back, little extension forward through the chest. And as you exhale, begin straightening the back leg and folding over the thigh, letting the head go. Back of the neck getting a stretch. Inhale, front knee bends. As you exhale, drop your knee. Let's take that easy twist other side. Right hand plants, left arm peels open. Exhale, lower left palm down, tuck back toes. And again, like you were coming into standing splits, lift the right leg straight up towards the sky. Release your head. Then go ahead and set the right foot down right next to the left. Big toes together to touch. Inhale, plant a halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, release your head, fold. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Bend the knees, rise the arms up, keep your shoulders down, your belly in. Goalpost the arms, elbows in line with shoulders, inhale. Exhale, press palms and elbows together, round, hips back, belly in. Inhale, press palms and elbows back. Pull the belly back, open up through the chest. Exhale, press and round. Inhale, press palms and elbows back, open up through your chest. Exhale, press and round. Then inhale, just rise the arms up. Keep the hips low, keep your shoulders down. Inhale. Exhale, release to fold. Halfway lift, inhale. As you exhale, plant palms, walk back, downward dog. Inhale, wave forward, high plank. Now exhale, squeeze your elbows in and lower all the way down to the belly. And slide our thighs back and find the interlace behind your back. So pull your shoulders back, allow your gaze to be neutral so the neck is long. And then inhale, lift your chest, lift your legs, and lift those interlaced fingers away from the sacrum but back. So shoulders are sliding back and your chest is extending forward. You're lifting up a little bit more through the inner thighs as you breathe and hold for 3, 2, 1, release. Take hands underneath the shoulders and make your way back, downward dog. Left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, take knee to nose, round. Left leg lifts, inhale. Step through warrior 1. Let's find that strong lower body stance to start. You want your feet just as wide as the hips. You can square the hips with the front of your mat. And then rising the arms up, just do yourself a little favor, pull those shoulders down right away. Let's refine the interlace behind the back. So shoulders back, chest lifted, hips squared. Pull your shoulders down. And then gently let your chin fall into your chest so the back of the neck gets a stretch as you pull your shoulders back and reach your interlaced fingers away from the sacrum. Inhale, lean forward to hover right above the thigh. Pull your belly up and in so you're not rounded, you're squared as you lean forward. Interlace fingers, reach back. And releasing your grip, take your arms straight out in front of you. As you exhale, lower your palms. Drop your back knee and toe heel your left foot out so you're inside of the left leg. I'm inside of my left leg. I'm going to let my hips sink forward. I'm going to open up the inner left thigh with a little hip stretch. So you're taking the right hand out above right shoulder and then peeling the left foot open like a book. Take left hand to inner thigh and press your palm the same direction as the bone. You're opening up the inner thigh, creating space in the hip crease. Go ahead and crawl the fingers around the thigh, guide the foot back to center, and toe heel your left foot back in. The fingertips down, tuck back toes, and let's take it all the way up into standing splits. So this time we'll stay in standing splits for a little while. You're letting the head go. You could choose to keep your hands down. You could take hands to heart. You could re-explore that interlace behind the back, lots of chest opening. Or if you feel like working on your press up, you're welcome to. You've got another 4 or so big breaths. Now, wherever your hands are, release your grip, and your release is back into warrior one. So the left knee bends, the right foot and heel drop as you rise the chest up. Soften through the shoulders, the jaw. Now inhale, hips are squared, lean the torso forward. Let's take an easy twist in warrior one. The right hand plants as the left arm either comes to the lower back or hip crease, or makes its way all the way up. You want to feel that your hips are mostly squared. If you need a block under the right hand, you can take it. Just taking the hand to the lower back and kind of feeling that when you twist, it's happening from the torso, not here, but here. Exhale, lower your hands. Take it back, downward dog. High plank, wave forward. As you exhale, squeeze the elbows in, lower all the way down. Thighs back, you can take that right palm way out in front of you for half floor bow. You're reaching back to grab the outer edge of the left foot. Press down to the right palm and kick back through the left leg. Open up the left side of the chest. Good. Release. Take your hands underneath the shoulders, squeeze the elbows in, and let's make our way back, downward dog. When you're downward facing dog, lift your right leg. Exhale, take knee to nose, round. Right leg lifts, inhale. Step it through, warrior one. Let's find the interlace behind the back. Pull your shoulders back, your hips are squared. Lift up out of lower back. So feel your belly pull down and just let your chin fall into your chest. So you're reaching interlace fingers back, opening up more through the chest, shoulder to shoulder. The back of the neck is getting a little bit of that action as you allow the chin to rest towards the chest. Hips stay squared as you begin to lean the torso forward. Hover above the thigh, pull your belly up and in, stay hovered, shoulders back. Release your grip, take your arms straight forward, inhale. Exhale, lower your palms, drop your knee, and we'll take that hip stretch. Toe heel your right foot in, let your hips sink forward. Take the left hand above left shoulder and then peeling that right foot open like a book. Right hand to inner thigh, you're pressing your palm the same direction as the bone. Crawl the fingers around the thigh, guide the foot back to center, and toe heel your right foot back in. Now hands down, tuck back toes, press up, standing splits, left leg lifts. Let your head go, and then you know your options. Hands can stay down, you can work on pressing up. You could take a hand or two to calf or heart. You could re-explore the interlace behind the back. Another 4 breaths. Let's meet in warrior 1. Right knee bends, left heel drops. Rise your torso up. And square the hips. Soften through the jaw, the shoulders, as the arms rise up. Lean your torso forward. Hips are squared. You can lower the palms and begin to find your easy twist towards the right. So keep the right hip down as you twist. Exhale, lower right palm and step back, downward dog. High plank, inhale, wave forward. Let's exhale, squeeze elbows in, lower all the way down. Thighs back, this time left hand out in front of you, reach back. Grab the outer edge of the right ankle, flex toes, press and pull through left palm as you kick back to the right leg. Exhale, release. Take hands under shoulders and make your way back, downward dog. And this time from your downward facing dog, let's take big toes together to touch. Gaze forward, bend your knees. You can walk or float, meet at the top. Halfway lift, inhale. Take an Uddiyana on the exhale, belly up and in. We'll meet in standing. Raise your arms up towards the sky. And exhale, take hands to heart. Let's take a couple big breaths here. Inhale, raise your arms. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway, inhale. As you exhale, plant your palms and step right leg back, runner's lunge. Now this time we're going to make our way into head to ankle prep. So you're planting the back foot like you were coming into warrior two, but walking your arms and your torso towards the right. So I have my warrior two legs, left toes forward, left knee bent, my back foot's planted. And take the right hand, plant it towards the back of the room. Take your left hand, press it against the inner left thigh, not the knee. Let the entire upper portion of the body twist back towards your right. So you're pressing the inner thigh open as you twist your torso and take your gaze back. Uddiyana on your next exhale. When you release, you can straighten left leg, drop the palm, angle your right toes towards the back of the room for Skandasana. The right knee bends, the left leg straightens. You can stay really upright if you need to. Make sure you have at least a micro bend in that left leg. Then you're welcome to either rise the arm up over the ear, feeling that stretch down the left side. You take the arm straight up, find a little chest opener. Or you can take the hand all the way behind your back and find a bind. Exhale. Release your hands down. Make your way back to center. Angle both sets of toes in and tabletop your spine. So from here, take your right hand down, peel your left arm open. Open up towards your left. And let's either take left hand to lower back or all the way around for the inner thigh for a half bind. So that left hand can grab an article of clothing, or it can just settle on the lower back if you need. But really try and pull the left shoulder back. So you're opening up to the chest, not rounding, opening. All right, you can slowly release that left arm. Come back to center, keep the spine long, inhale. Uddiyana on the exhale. When you release, walk your palms forward. Drop your back knee for lounge lunge. Hips sink way forward. Take your right hand above right shoulder. Grab a hold of the left knee. Don't let the foot lift as you ease the right side of the torso forward. You're squeezing that left knee in. Foot is planted. Option to reach for the back foot, but don't let the heel lift on the left foot. If you have a grip on the back foot, you can release it. Lower your hands, tuck back toes, and step back. Three-legged dog, left leg lifts, up and back. Let's make our way into wild thing. Exhale, knee to right elbow. You can extend the left leg, lift the right arm up, open up to the hip flexors, the chest. Exhale, lower your right palm, lift your left leg. Let's step it right into warrior two. Back foot plants, rise the arms up. Reverse, inhale, left arm lifts, right arm lowers. Exhale, extended side angle, forearm down, right arm lifts up, and then your sitting bones slide back. So keep the knee over the ankle, but try and find more length and spaciousness in your lower back as you open up to the chest. Inhale, rise back up, and straighten the left leg. Pivot your toes to face forward, toes in, heels out, and swan dive back down. When your torso is straight, you can drop the palms. So we're going to move towards a full bind on the right side this time. Your first step is reaching that right hand straight through the legs. Release your head, take the left arm up and around. Now, if you can find a clasp outside of the right hip, that's great. If you can, if you cannot, right hand to thigh, left hand to lower back. No matter where you are, you're really pulling that left shoulder back. So opening up the left side of the chest, letting the head go and trying to keep that right leg as straight as you can. And release from your bind. Shake the head out, yes and no. Inhale, find a halfway lift. From your halfway lift, shorten your stance just a little bit for a squat. Toes out, heels in. And sit on down in between the heels and take your hands together in front of the heart. So shoulders back, lift up to the chest. We're going to come straight back up into opening that left side. Right hand plants, left arm peels open. We're taking 5 breaths here. You can stay here. You can take the left hand behind your back, finding a bind outside of right hip. Or you can keep the left arm up. All right, let's slowly unravel. Set your hands down, lift your hips up, and just let your toes angle forward. Let the head go completely. You can shake the head out, yes and no. And then just take a slow roll up to standing. And you can have a little sip of water, coffee, whatever you've got going on this morning. Nice. All right. So once you've had, oh, there's Lori dancing. I like it. All right. So once you've had that sip of water or whatever you're drinking this morning, we really don't know now. There's no testing. It's cold coffee. Come up to the top of your mats and let's do that other side. So you can keep your feet hip width distance apart and just rest the arms down by the side. Palms wide and open. As you inhale, rise your arms up. Now exhale, pull your belly in as you fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. As you exhale, plant your palms and step. Left leg back, runner's lunge. So making our way into head to ankle prep. Plant your back foot, walk your torso over towards your left. So now you have those that warrior two stance with the right toes forward. Take your left hand, plant it towards the back of the room. Take your right hand, press it against the inner right thigh, not the knee, as you twist your torso back. Uddiyana on your next exhale. When you release, straighten right leg, drop the palm, angle your left toes back, Skandasana, left knee bends, right leg straightens. Watch out for just straight collapsing. Make sure you have a little bit of engagement on it. And you might notice that the side feels totally different. So you might find that side bend, chest opener, bind. All right. Go ahead and take your hands back to center. Make your way back to center, angle your toes in, and tabletop your spine. Now from here, set your left hand down, peel your right arm open up towards your right. You can stay here, or you can take the right hand either to the lower back or all the way around for a half bind only, no full yet. And work on really keeping that right shoulder back, finding a nice place where your neck feels like it's not doing too much work. So the head should be relaxed. You shouldn't waste energy holding it up. All right, releasing from the half bind. Take the right hand down. So spine is long, inhale. Uddiyana on the exhale. When you release, walk your palms forward for lounge lunge. Back knee drops, so the left knee drops. Your hips are sinking forward, and your left hand can come way above that left shoulder. Grab a hold of the right knee and ease the left side of the torso forward. Right foot stays planted, you're squeezing the knee in or reaching for the back foot. Release the back foot if you have it. Lower your hands, tuck back toes, take it back. Three-legged dog, right leg lifts. Wild thing, knee to left elbow. Extend your leg, open up the chest. Your exhale takes the left palm down. Your inhale lifts your right leg. Now exhale, step it through for warrior two. Back foot plants, open up, front heel in line with back arch, arms in line with shoulders. Reverse, inhale, right arm lifts. Right into extended side angle, forearm down, left arm up. Make your way back up, warrior two. And straighten right leg, pivot the toes to face the body center line, and find that swan dive down, taking the hands right underneath your shoulder. All right, so we're gonna come back into that half or full bind. The left hand reaches through the legs and you're binding outside of the left hip. So the right hand comes behind your back. If you can't get that bind, right hand to lower back, left hand to thigh, still work on opening up to the right side of the chest. You can slowly release. Inhale, find a halfway lift. From your halfway lift, toe heel your feet in slightly for your squat. So toes out, heels in. Sit on down in between the heels and take your hands together in front of the heart. All right, so coming back into that twist, maybe a bind, left hand plants, your right arm peels open. And this time you can stay right here. You can take the hand behind the back or reach around the left shin for that bind. Release. Come back to center, take your hands down, lift up to the hips, and let the torso hang forward. And take a slow roll up to stand. You can roll out the shoulders a couple times, and we'll go into our final sequence. So starting at the top, arms by your side. Inhale, rise your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Now, if you feel like you want to jump back, this is still the first chaturanga. You can jump back. You can walk back. You can take it through any connection that feels good to you. We'll meet in downward dog. And once you meet in downward dog, lift your left leg. Step it through for pigeon. And just pick up that back thigh, slide your thigh back, set the top of the foot on the mat. And for your pigeon, you can either stay super upright. If it feels appropriate to your shoulders, you can find the interlace again behind the back, lifting up to the chest. Or if you want to come all the way forward, we're going to come onto the palms, the elbows, or the forehead. Go ahead and make your way up onto the palms and sit on the left hip, swinging your right leg out and around. You guys are going to come right back where we started in the beginning of class into half shoelace. The left ankle is above the knee, the foot's outside of the thigh. So you have a couple options here today. You can either make your way into full shoelace. And full shoelace, you want the knees in one line, the heels in one line. And you could start by coming into a little forward fold. That's going to get really deep in the hips. So you're using the fingertips to press the belly back and get deeper into your hips. If you are feeling like you want an arm balance today, you can play with Crippled Sage. So if you're playing with Crippled Sage, the right leg will stay out. You're picking up your lower leg and working on getting it up and over the left arm. So you really need to find a nice squeeze on the upper arm. Both hands plant. Right ankle over left, you're squeezing, bending the elbows, and kicking the legs out. I'm gonna give you guys a few more minutes. So again, you're in that little forward fold and full shoelace. Where you're working your way towards crippled sage. And if you're at any point feeling like you're all done, you're welcome to just meet in tabletop. I'm going to give you guys a few more breaths here though. When you're all done, let's just meet in tabletop. Hands underneath the shoulders. Some nice free movement for those hips. Let's all meet in downward dog. Right leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, step it through, pigeon. Any of those arm variations. And remember, you might feel totally different on this side, so. All right. Go ahead and make your way up onto your palms. You can sit on the right hip this time and swing your left leg out and around. So this time you're either in half shoelace with the right leg on top. You can come into that full shoelace. And if you're in the full shoelace and you're working on that little fold, you really have the hands in front of you to press the hips back so that as you come forward, you get deeper into the hips. You're coming into crippled sage, you're lifting that right lower leg up, giving it a little rocking before taking the leg up and over the arm, and it needs to squeeze. Both hands plant. I'm still squeezing. Left ankle over right. Legs come out, and I'm staying by squeezing the upper arm. So let's say another 5 breaths or so. Whenever you are done, let's meet seated in Baddha Konasana. Sorry, Jennifer Hackman. So let's all make our way into that Baddha Konasana, seated. Start by taking your right hand a little behind the right hip, so you have something to lean back on, and then take your left hand as far up into the left hip crease as you can, and just press your palm the same direction as the bone, and then take the left side of the chest towards the right knee, twisting towards the right as you press the inner thigh open. Uddiyana. And you release, come back to center and just roll out the shoulders. And get into the other side. You can take that left hand behind and outside of the left hip. Take right hand right into that hip crease and then begin to twist towards your left. So you're pressing your palm the same direction as the bone as you twist your torso towards the left. And you can use that lower hand to kind of get deeper in here. Uddiyana on your next exhale. As you release from Uddiyana, you can come back to center, grab a hold of the front of the shins. Pull your chest forward, pull your shoulders back, and just take 3 breaths here. Release, guide your legs together, and let's come down onto our backs. We'll finish up. So lying on your back, shoulders away from the ears, you can plant your feet hip-width distance apart, and we're gonna come into bridge. So slide the shoulders away from your ears, palms up, press into the feet, and lift the hips up. So open up the hip flexors, traction the shoulders away from the ears. And then slowly lower upper spine, mid spine, lower spine. Lift the feet, bend the knees, come into happy baby. And release, you can take the arms and the legs up towards the sky, rotate out the ankles and the wrists. Bend the knees, take the hands to the knees and make little circles with the knees, massaging the lower back. And as you're ready, you can make your way down into your final Shavasana, either taking the legs out in front of you, or if you have that wall near you, you're welcome to take legs up the wall. And find a comfortable position where you're able to lie in stillness. Letting the body release, relax, reset. Keeping the mind clear and reflecting on your practice. Reflecting on both the physical aspects of your practice and also the emotional aspects of your practice. I know I say this a lot in class, but each day our bodies feel different. And I think right now, just with every day being a little different, our bodies are just going through so many changes. So allowing your body, allowing your mind to just be still and to absorb all that your practice gave you today. Taking that energy from your practice with you into the rest of your day. And that can be done in many ways. If you're having kind of a funky practice and couldn't get into it, little Monday morning stuff, you can take that into your day by deciding to shift your perspective, to work with your obstacles, to move through your day in a way that allows you to grow and transform. If you had a really good practice, you can just take that positive energy with you as well. So go ahead and roll onto one side and just gently press yourself up as you're ready, and we'll close class together. Morning, I'm gonna unmute you guys. All right. Thank you guys for joining me this morning. Sorry if there was some difficulties getting logged in. We'll get that fixed today. Namaste.
Namaste.
Hey.
Woohoo. Woohoo. Yay.
Yeah, you guys, and I put out the schedule, but I don't know for sure if Danielle misses a few classes this week. I'll be subbing, but she definitely wants to teach. She's up in Oregon with her mom, so we'll see.
Okay.
Thanks, Kellyanne.
Thank
Yeah.
you. My son came and joined you for about 2 minutes.
Ooh, yay.
He did a whole class with you last week.
Awesome. Susan, are you still there?
Yes.
Susan, did you hear about Danielle's mom?
Oh, yes. I was literally about to text her to see. I texted her.
What happened with her mom? I don't know.
Her mom's having some kidney failure,
Oh,
so it's
it's
not looking so good, but she's there and she's with her, and you know, she has they just took her home back to her sister's house, and hospice is there, so.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
So
Is
miserable.
she stable, Kellyanne, or?
You know, I talked to Danielle on her way up, and she said, you know, I seemed like her mom was conscious and everything, because
Yeah.
she was able, you know, she said, she was like, my mom knows I'm here now, so.
Yeah. It's just that she said she looks like she weighs about 2 pounds, so it's very hard for her to have to deal with that.
Yeah, it's you know, it's really sad, and I think also, I think Danielle was taking it really well. When I talked to her yesterday, she seemed really positive about it, and you know, really almost relieved that her mom was home from the hospital, and it was just kind of, you know,
Yeah.
it wasn't this like stress, and you
Yeah.
know, so anyway, I wanted to make sure you knew that, Susan, because I knew she would want you to know.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Kellyanne, and thank you for a lovely class. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
you guys, thanks for coming.
Thanks,
everyone.
Cassandra, bye-bye.
Kellyanne, should we use the links from last week? That was how I got in. I went. and did
You know what? I have to test them all. I have a feeling it's just this one class.
Okay.
I have a feeling I did something and I just didn't link up this class right. They all have different like links, so it should work. I'll figure it out today and resend something out.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you,
Good
honey.
times with the Zoom linking. I was so proud of my email. I was like, oh, my email looks cute.
Oh, it did. It was good.
It was. It
And
was
then I guess
wonderful.
the link didn't work. So I wonder how many people didn't get in today, but.
But it's
I
better
was
to look
about
good
to
than
give
have
up,
good
and then I
link.
was like, I'll keep trying.
I know I posted, I didn't realize it, unfortunately, until like 5 minutes before class, and a few people texted me. And then I posted something on Facebook, but it was like too last minute to try and resend something out to the whole group,
Yeah.
because I do it through MailChimp, so it actually takes a little bit.
Well, it all worked out.
Yeah.
Glad to be here with you. Have a wonderful afternoon.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Bye,
You too, Natalie.
guys.
If you talk to Danielle,